If you've been on the internet any time these past couple of years, you've probably heard of the absolute cringiest of individuals. These goobers enjoy believing that they are inherently better than other people just based on the fact that they were born a certain way. Now, who am I talking about this time? Well, this time we are talking about red pillars. Now, these guys, if you've seen any videos of them, they are goofy. They've got no charisma. Most of them have absolutely no idea how to talk to women or even just regular people. And they have this weird, weird, weird belief that for whatever reason, women are property. And this guy, this one guy, which we're going to be reacting to, have and Preach reacting to him, reaction squared, he is under the impression that he has encountered the type of couple that he believes exists. But this is a healthy couple, and these people are going to make him look stupid. Let's watch.
How old are you?
I will be 24 in 3 weeks.
I'm 24.
How long you been together?
About a year and a half.
How do you feel about the way your woman is dressed tonight on a night out?
Your woman. How do you feel about the way your woman is dressed? What a goofy ass way to ask that question.
Oh, she looks amazing.
Giga Chad response. Absolutely Giga Chad response.
She looks really good.
She does. She looks positively gorgeous.
Do you feel like what you're wearing is appropriate when you're in a relationship with a man?
Of course. She's with him, right? Like, even by the standards of a red pillar moron like this guy, he should approve of this because she's going out with him. She is going out with him. She's dressed up for him, right? Like,
Yeah.
Why don't
also, I love
relationship with a
the
man?
Yeah.
even this guy. This guy's already like looking at the camera like, bruh, dude, get this clown out of here.
Why don't
I love how awkward these interviews are. And I like how he does it. No,
Do you feel like no? Do you feel like the way you're dressed right now is appropriate for work?
But that's the thing. That's what I was telling you guys, okay? The reason why he's like this is the exact same reason why when we were doing comedy, when someone was crashing, dude was laughing and I can't fucking handle it. It's the same fucking discomfort.
But do you feel like there's something wrong with
But
me
that's-
laughing?
I fucking love ABBA doing those voices. It's beautiful. Like, do you feel like
At other
I can't even fucking do it.
people's unfortunate
I do a different voice. Like, you know, I do different voices, but I cannot do that one to save my fucking life.
circumstances.
Though. That's what that's but say
No, he
Say I can't
doesn't
fucking
do
do
that.
it.
He doesn't
no,
do
but
that.
it's
Beautiful, man.
if
He's
we're
he's fucking. These guys are fucking.
gonna
great.
be too much,
He's not
let's
doing
be
that.
too
He's
much.
not doing. The nerd is in his voice.
Eh. I actually, you know what? I just realized something. The reason ABBA can do such a good nerd voice is because ABBA is one of us. You see, ABBA likes that Dungeons and Dragons shit, video games, all that shit. He's into that stuff. He's one of us.
So do you feel like
Do
that's
you
appropriate?
do you feel like your wife, your woman, your property should be wearing this gorgeous red dress that makes her look like a goddess come onto earth? Yes. Yes, I do.
Within the confines of a relationship?
Adjust your glasses. That's just the
No. See, this is how we know Preach isn't a nerd. Because, like, what ABBA did right there, we've all seen that, right? Like, if you hang out with fucking nerds, we've all seen that. Like, they have become so practical. Like, I've got glasses myself, right? I can fucking do that shit. Right, 1 second. Now, if you're not practiced at this stuff, right, you would think that this is how you adjust the glasses, like this, right? But if you are, in fact, practiced, you actually can just do this, and the glasses go back to where you want them if they're not, like, too far out of position. Like, if they're just, like, you just do this, and they go back to where you want them to be. It's peak nerd shit, right? Peak nerd shit. You can just, and they go back. Is gorgeous. Take this garbage off.
The thing that's missing. It's just this.
And you can see the boyfriend's right there. It's like, obviously.
I love the look. The
yeah, he's like,
yeah, I think it's all right.
Boyfriend's like, dude, what?
Yeah.
Why don't you have a problem at all with it?
Fucking dope.
the look is amazing.
I love the guy. I fucking love that guy.
What are we doing?
there, listen. Just keep watching.
Why don't you have a problem at all with it?
Well, to be honest with you, she asked my opinion before she bought it.
Goat.
And I was like, yeah, that's amazing. And then she wore it for me before we came here. And I was like, yeah, I really like that dress.
So notice what he
So basically, she asked his opinion, respected his thoughts, respected him as the man in the relationship, and he respected her as the woman in the relationship. So this is a situation of mutual respect. This Redpiller guy should already be like, oh my god, you guys are the perfect fucking couple. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys live together forever, right? But no, he's gonna be weird about it. See, watch.
said. She asked my opinion on the dress. She probably went up there. Do you think this is too much? You think it looks good? She's like, nah, babe, I'm sure that looked really sexy on you. Cool. They're about to go out together. She wanted to know if she was doing too much. So she asked. She's like, no, it looks really good. That's it. He wasn't like, you have my permission. You're allowed to it. Right? You don't have to do that.
Yeah, that shit is weird as hell. Like, there is obviously the difference of, right, if you're with somebody, you can say, I don't really like it when you wear this sort of thing. I don't really like it when you dress up like this, when you put up this much makeup, when you do that. Like, I don't really like that much. But there is a gap, a big gap between I don't really like that and you're not allowed to, right? Like you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want, right? But if you're in a relationship, the person you're in a relationship with might have a problem with certain things you do, right? If you've got like some edgy humor in you and you're with somebody who really doesn't like that stuff and you're just constantly doing edgy humor around them, they have every right to go, please stop making those jokes or I'm probably not going to want to be with you anymore. Like that's just a thing, right? Please dress more nicely. Please dress less, skimpy. Please do certain things to make me more comfortable around you. This is completely reasonable things during a relationship.
She asked in a very cordial way, and that's normal.
Yeah.
If I'm going out with somebody, and it's, let's say, like, it's okay to coordinate between each other to be like, is my outfit too much for this occasion, or whatever it might be.
My girl asked me for my opinion because she values my opinion, because it's going to be honest. So when
Exactly, right? Good relationships last because of communication.
she says, hey,
And communication is only possible when you're honest. When you actually tell somebody what you think, what you believe, what you want them to do for you. You have to tell your loved ones what you need from them. You can't just stare at them silently and then get mad when they don't read your mind.
you think it looks good? I'm like, yeah, it looks good.
And then you have to like respect their opinion. Like, this doesn't mean that like if your loved ones give you like say, hey, you should do this, like you should just do that. No, it's like obviously, like you can do your own thing, obviously, but respect. It's like, hey, you should do this. I don't really want to do that because of this, and this. End of the conversation, right? Now, there are situations where you'll say, hey, I don't really want to do that because I am not comfortable doing it that way, or I prefer doing it this other way, or I really like dressing this way, or I really like doing things this way. If that person gets angry at you over that, now that's weird, in my opinion, right? But then, relationships are all about nuance and context, so
Good.
adding more nuance and more context makes the situation more complex and also more likely to be correct.
After that, you want to wear it.
But do you give her permission?
No, I don't have to give her permission. I don't have to do that.
But she should ask.
No, I'm not her dad.
Do you think that within the
She doesn't need to ask, but asking is nice, right?
confines of your relationship, it's okay for her to go out in an
Preach trying so hard not to laugh at the fucking voice.
outfit
Goofy ass voice.
that you didn't
Nerd ass voice.
approve
D&D ass voice.
of?
Wizard main ass voice.
You see that? There you go. You said confine of my relationship. That's my relationship, not yours. So just you asking this question is just like, mind your business, bruh.
Oh.
Mind your fucking business.
But
Mind your business.
is it okay for a man to have a say?
I don't care. That's none of my business. If he wants to have a say, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it okay for you to be in people's business?
Well, we're just
He can't do the voice.
doing street interviews. You don't have to accept it.
I'm just answering you. Dork,
Door. He said that shit like it was a slur.
goober.
Blue pills.
Okay for a man. You gotta go.
Yeah. I feel like if you check this guy, he would just audibly do it again. Get close to the mic. So, like, okay, but let's keep watching. Let's keep watching.
What made you go, let me ask my man if this is okay, as opposed to I'm just going to wear this and go out?
I respect his opinion. That's what she's gonna say. She's gonna say she respects his opinion.
That's not what happened. You see how the guy said it? The guy said it in the normal way. Does this look good? He's like, yeah, it looks good. He framed it in the red pill way. Ma'am, what made you go ask for permission? What made you go ask if this is okay for me to wear? Right? So he's framing it from that mindset.
Yeah, I mean, saying, is this okay to wear? Yeah, that's not a bad way to phrase it. Because that's kind of what she did, right? She went and asked if this is okay. It's perfectly fine. But, yeah, like, if you said, what made you go ask for permission? It's like, at that point, you'd need to correct that. You need to say, I didn't ask for permission. I asked if this was a nice dress to wear. But yeah, the guy is very clearly trying for something, and he's not succeeding.
Said why? Because he's looking for his gotcha. That's what this is.
But the thing is, yo, that's you. You do that. You always like to fucking flame black people. Yeah, you're flaming black. You always like to fucking flame black people.
Like, it.
Yeah, you're flaming black people. You're saying that because he's black. I'm just going back on the fact that people saying that we do that to the Indians, and now
The Indians, what?
it's a black guy. It's just I'm saying. I'm just trolling.
What made you go, let me ask my man if this is okay, as opposed to I'm just going to wear this and go out?
Because I have respect.
Flawless response.
Is this something that you could see yourself wearing on a girl's night without him being here?
That's a good question.
Probably not.
And that's a good response. Probably not, yeah. Because it's like, if you're getting all dressed up to just go out without your guy, like, you're gonna attract other guys. Other guys are gonna go, oh, hey, that girl's all dressed up. She clearly wants some extra attention. Let's go talk to her. Let's approach. She looks gorgeous. Let's go. Let's shoot our shot, you know? And as soon as you start doing that, you know, you're gonna be attracting more attention. You're gonna be causing more, yeah, it's probably not the best, right?
Why not?
Because it's like, it could get like guys' attention and whatever. And like, as long as I have him on my arm, that's all that matters.
He's done with this shit.
yeah, I think he realizes what he's in.
Yeah. But he's not with it no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the girl is actually answering every question flawlessly. She is just hitting every perfect fucking response. Like, the QTEs are coming and she's got them on fucking lock. She's doing perfect.
You know the body language, what he's fidgeting and then he wants to.
Yeah, he just wants to walk away.
Exit.
Yeah.
He just wants to walk away. She's comfortable as hell. She's relaxed.
So ultimately, you feel like your man should have a say in how you dress when you leave the house?
I mean, I guess, but it's like, he kind of has a say in the sense of she's going to ask his opinion. She's going to ask his thoughts on the matter. But it's not like she's going to just go, hey, what should I wear? And then only wear what he's comfortable with, right? you should ask every once in a while, hey man, what should I wear for this situation where we're going out? Like, how do you want to go? Do you want to like dress up? Do you want to dress down? Do you want to just go relax? Do you want to go chill? Do you want to go formals? Like, how should I dress for this situation? That's a perfectly reasonable question, and the reasonable response is, oh yeah, I'm gonna go this way, so just try to match that. Or, oh, wear that really nice thing that you have. Or, oh, wear this thing that you say you really like and that I also really like. Or, wear that thing that I really like. Perfectly reasonable responses. The moment you start going, you're not allowed to wear that dress. You're not allowed to wear this. You're not allowed to wear that. Like, it starts getting a little cringy. And both ways, by the way. Both fucking ways. You're not allowed to go out with your boys. You're not allowed to go out with your girls. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do that. Like, that's the problem. Those are the problem relationships.
I think a little bit. Like, I definitely listen to his opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy is very clearly annoyed by this goober.
How do you feel on the matter?
Obviously, she has her freedom to do it, but out of respect in the relationship, she should be asking me if this is okay, and I should give my 2 cents to that.
Exactly.
And she does that, and I really respect that, and I'm really appreciative of that.
I don't mind the fact that you're asking if it's okay. I don't mind that.
Me neither.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Do you have to?
No, but it's nice. It's good. It's like you don't have to thank your significant other for taking out the trash, doing the dishes, making dinner. But every time you do, I guarantee they feel better. That's it.
To me, no. You don't. But I understand the...
I definitely disagree.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you think?
I think that if you guys are going out together, there's some level of coordination because one, you guys are going out as a unit. So the same way.
Yeah, but you don't have to ask. Like, hey, is this okay? Like, sure, try to match each other. Try to wear something that the other is gonna like, but it's not like it's an obligation. It's just something good that will help the relationship.
If she's taking me out to a specific event, I just can't go in my flip-flops and my fucking joggers because obviously she's going to take me somewhere very specific. There might be a dress code or something that they want to kind of abide by. Not a literal dress code, but like a certain standard you want to meet. And that same token, if I'm taking my girl out, and let's say we going somewhere, might be friends, family, whatever, she can't just wear any type of dress with her titties popping out. That's too much for me.
No, that's not what I thought I understood. You understand what I'm saying? Because I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree with coordination. You're supposed to be like on the same level, like with that. I thought it was talking about asking the permission to wear something even on an eye out. Like I don't.
Yeah, no, like if you're just going out on your own, then it's like, yeah, if the guy sees you like going out with this like really skimpy dress where like 60% of your body is showing, yeah, he's probably not going to be super comfortable if you're just going out on a girls' night. And it's like, oh, we're just going to go for drinks. It's like, okay, why don't you ever wear that dress when we're going out? You only wear it to go out with your girlfriends. Like, that's fucking weird, right? But if you wear that dress normally, it's like, that's just your style, right? Then at that point, it's like, yeah, okay, that's just your style. I don't have to fucking like it, though. Like, if you're going out by yourself in a way that's going to attract other guys' attention, yeah, that's weird. That's weird as hell. But it's like the girl said. There's a time and a place to wear like the really skimpy clothes, the clothes that make you look really nice. Like, for example, that guy, if what the guy was wearing, the really nice button shirt, open all the way down, you can see that he's well built. Yeah, if he were to wear that and he was to just go out by himself, yeah, that's weird, because that's gonna get girls to look at him. I'm certain, like, he's an attractive guy. I'm sure girls look at him too. So, yeah, in the same token, I wouldn't want to, if I was a girl, I wouldn't want my guy to be going out dressed like that on his own if he was going to a boys' night, right? If he's wearing like a fucking hoodie and he say, yeah, man, we're just going to go to the arcade, we're just going to play some games and drink and do all that stuff and just hang out. Like, yeah, okay, you're wearing a hoodie, you're wearing clothes. Like, sure, have fun. Perfectly reasonable. Same thing for a girl's night out. Like, you don't need to be dressed poorly, but it's like you're wearing a nice blouse, nice pants, and it's like, yeah, go, have fun.
I'm not even there. And then she's going on a night out by herself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
asking.
I
don't
agree.
have to. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I agree. I think the caveat I would put is date somebody who has some common sense.
Yes.
Meaning, I don't.
That's basically what I was saying, right? fewer words.
Don't want a partner who dresses a specific type of way, right? The same way I know women who probably don't want to date a dude who sags his pants or wears a bunch of flashy jewelry.
fair.
So if I'm about to go out and I'm doing all this goofy shit that I'm maybe not doing in the beginning, and she's like, yo, what you doing? Like, it's okay for her to have an issue.
Yeah,
the same token, if I date a girl who always kept herself presentable, and all of a sudden she dressing trashy, it's okay. I wouldn't tell a girl, yo, change how you dress. I'd be like, I'll be honest with you, this ain't what I signed up for. That's me personally. I'm just not into it. But I would never get with somebody who dresses like that.
But for example, if you're not like you don't go out, right? You staying inside, and she's dressing away, and you're like, would you be like, whoa, that's not what I signed for? That's not what I signed up for.
Because I would hope that if you're at the point where you're in a deep relationship with somebody, you know how they like to dress when they go out.
I understand.
Even if I'm not there.
But if she wants to try something new, because that could happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could happen. But at that point, if you're trying something new, I think reaching out to the person that is your life partner and asking their opinion is a good thing to do.
if all of a sudden my girl all of a sudden told me like I want to dress like I'm going to Burning Man on a regular basis when I go out, I'd be like, no, not for me.
Yeah, that's also a really good point. Like, if you're just gonna switch up your style like that, yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of gonna be weird. Because at that point, completely different situation, right? You're changing up the rules of engagement after the fact. And it's people grow, right? And people change. And usually you want to change in the same way with the person that is your life partner. And having respect for that life partner, caring for them, caring for what they think is a good way to ensure that you grow in roughly compatible ways. But that's not a guarantee. Sometimes people just grow apart. Especially if you start out a relationship when you're like early 20s or even before then. Like, right? I'm with my girlfriend since since I was 18, because she's a year younger than me. So technically we had a year there where it was sketchy, but it's fine because we started the day before I turned 18 by her. She started. It was her. I didn't groom shit. She groomed me. All right. But like, we've been together since before we were 20, and now we're in our mid-20s. So who knows, right? Like, I hope not, right? I love this girl. I want to stay with her. I think we're both maturing at a good, reasonable pace, and we're maturing along the roughly same lines. And I think that it's good that we're together for both of us. And yeah, hopefully we stay together forever. Hopefully we're going to be in our 80s, with all the cybernetic bits and pieces, and just having the time of our lives,
You can do whatever you want. You should do your thing, live your best life. It's not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be so. That's me personally. But I would never tell someone to change.
Mm-hmm.
In that same token, if I started dating a girl, she saw me again with the sagging pants, and she like, I don't want to be associated with somebody who looks ghetto. That's okay too.
Yeah.
I'm a fair person in that regards.
Because that's not exactly what I understood from what they were saying.
Yeah.
But I agree. I agree with that.
I don't like people who meet somebody, they
Change.
live a certain way, and then they start demanding they change.
Yeah,
and they're like, what's wrong with that? It's like,
They was like that when you started dating. What's up?
yeah. So to me, that's
Demanding change is different from not liking change, right?
the part.
Probably
I
the
personally-
reason why you went with that person is because that person was dressing like that. Like, all of a sudden you're like, no, you can't be having all the attention of those guys. She was like that when y'all met. That's how she got yours.
Yeah, it makes me think of people who start dating like OnlyFans girls and they get mad at them for having OnlyFans. It's like, well,
Motherfucker, you like the fucking money from OnlyFans, don't you? You like that shit, don't you? So fucking, instead of getting mad at her being on OnlyFans, like, here's the thing. If I was to date an OnlyFans girl, one fucking thing that would be the one rule, right? If you're doing OnlyFans and you want to do, like, scenes with another person, I feel like it should be with me if we're dating, right? I feel like it would be weird if you were doing scenes with other men or other women and you're in a relationship with me. That would be weird, in my opinion. But that's just it, right? Like, if you're just posing, if you're just doing pictures together, fine, right? Like, you're with another girl and you're taking pictures, or you're with a guy and you're taking pictures. For the guy, I think it should be me. Like, I'm right here. I look good. I look good with my shirt off, I'll be working out and shit. But but for full on, like, film scenes, I feel like I feel like it's weird if you're gonna reach out to somebody else and not to the person you're in a relationship with. That would be the only thing. But like, if you're just taking pictures for gooners on the internet and making thousands a week, yeah, man, do your thing. Do your fucking thing.
I don't understand.
Why are you mad?
I don't
mad
know.
at yourself. Fine. Why are you mad at them?
I don't understand. There was no switch there.
Yeah. I'm not one of those people who's like, what? You know, having standards as a man. Oh, you can have standards, but be consistent. If you had standards, you should have had them at the beginning. Why are you employing them at the middle part, and then you get mad at them for it?
Because the thing that happened is that a lot of people when they start a date, they accommodate to, when people ask, what's your type? They really want to know what to unlock to be in a relationship with that person, but they're not really like that. And then later on in the relationship, it comes out, well, I don't really like that you do this. Where's that from? I was always doing that. Yeah, well, I don't like it.
Then why the fuck,
What?
Yeah.
That you got into that person, you bent certain ways just to get with that person, but then you don't really like those things. It's like, come on. I don't care that you do the OnlyFans. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if you do OF, and then you actually care.
Yep.
No, yes, I'm
Husband doesn't want her wearing a slutty angel outfit for Halloween.
going to dress up as a freaking angel for Halloween. I don't care what you say. I'm wearing the freaking lingerie. I'm putting on a freaking tutu. And I'm putting on freaking white vans. I don't care.
This feels fake. This feels fake. The music on top is like like it's fake. It feels fake.
I don't actually care because you know what? That's who I am inside me. And that's who you freaking married. That's who you freaking said that you would freaking help when they're sick. And so what? Maybe I'm sick in the head by freaking wearing an angel costume. But whatever. This is what I'm getting for Halloween.
What do you think about this ad person?
It's the same thing.
It seems fake. That's number one. Seems fake. But overall, depends, right? If this is the first time wearing that type of thing, like, it's weird. But if at the same time she always does that, then what the fuck are you being weird about? Like, yeah, I don't know, man. It'd be a lot weirder if she was saying, yeah, I'm gonna dress like this and I'm going to this party and no, I don't want you to come with me. Because at that point, she's cheating on you, brother. She's looking to cheat on you. She might not actually be sleeping with somebody else, but there is one reason she wants to go to that party dressed like that by herself. She wants the attention. And the only reason she wants that attention is because she likes validation from other guys that aren't you. And at that point, she's literally one step away from cheating.
My stance didn't change on that subject.
Okay.
Was she slutty when you met her?
Well, what was she like when you met her?
Was she slutty when she met her?
Well, is it slutty to wear an angel costume?
Yes.
In
If it's a slutty angel costume, yes.
lingerie?
That would be considered as.
Really?
That would.
Yeah, like it literally says slutty angel costume in the video. So yeah, it's a slutty angel costume. Like you can dress as an angel, like with the robes and the wings and the fucking flaming sword of Michael, and you can do that stuff, right? And that's not slutty. But if you're wearing lingerie and a tutu, and the whole point of that is not to be dressed like an angel, but to be dressed slutty, yeah, it's a slutty angel dress.
Would be considered as.
Isn't it just
you're
an expression?
you're just lingerie.
You can express yourself by being a slut. I mean, just look at OnlyFans, you know?
Yeah, it's fine.
Plenty of
Is
girls
it just
express
an
themselves
expression
with
of
the
sexuality.
thing is, whenever I said slutty, you thought it was something bad because
It kind of is.
inherently it is something bad. To
Both for men and women. Both for men and women, being a slut is bad. It just means you have low standards for who you were with. And when I say that, I don't mean like, oh, physical. No. And I also don't mean, the mind is like mental, emotional, and all that stuff. No, it has nothing to do with that. Low standards for having sex with somebody just means like, yeah, you're okay with sleeping with somebody on the first, second date. Yeah, that's low standards. That is low standards because you don't know that person. You've barely known that person. You've gone out on 2 dates. You've spent a collective like 2 hours with them, and you're already having sex with them? No, you're fucking weird for that. Yeah, that's why there's so many people out here with like, oh, I have a body count of like 20, and guys look at me weird. Of course they look at you fucking weird. Of course they look at you weird because you are being fucking weird. Like, what is the point of wanting to sleep with 20 different people? What's the point of that? Oh, I just like saying, okay, fucking find a person that you really like. Do that. And by the way, there's a reason I'm saying person here. I said guys before, but like this goes for guys sleeping with 20 chicks and girls sleeping with 20 guys. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Being a slut is fucking weird. It's unhygienic. It's bad for your fucking soul. It's bad, like, just relationship in the future wise, because you're gonna, like, get so many different pieces of mixed messaging from all of these different relationships. You're gonna learn all different things from all different people. It's gonna be so fucking bad for you in the long run. Find somebody you like. Stay with that person. Stop looking for new people to sleep with. It's weird.
Me. Wait, no. I'm not saying you're wrong of thinking that. I'm saying what's going on here, and I'm just gonna
Fair. So if I call you a maggot, right, with the F, it's not something bad because I don't. You might take it as something bad because inherently something.
Depends, right? It depends. You can take offense for something that isn't meant offensively, but if you say something with the intention of being offensive, if you add the malice yourself, then yeah, like, he's allowed to take offense to that. He's allowed to react appropriately.
Bad, but it's not actually.
As a matter of fact, I got some of my gay friends that call each other that all the time.
Yeah, it's like black people referring to each other as the N-word. It's a slur. It was originally used to attack them. But you can take that word and use it as a term of endearment. It's like people referring to their friends as cunts, right? Like, yeah, it's fine. That's your friend. You can do that. If some random guy were to call my mate a slur, yeah, I might be swinging something at him, you know? I might. If I'm right there, I might, you know? You never know. You never know until you know, you know?
The same thing with the N-word. Same thing with, it's inherently a bad thing, but if you put it in context, yeah, they could say it. For
Yeah.
example, I could call my girl bitch. You can't call my girl a bitch. It
Yeah, the same reaction as me.
depends on the context. It depends on the context of what it
If
is.
I see you calling your girl bitch, I'm calling CPS.
You could do whatever the Child Protection Services.
It took a second. I was waiting on how long it was going to take you.
I was like,
You can do whatever. Child protection.
That's a wild way to call me a PDF file, but that's crazy.
man.
Don't you ever do that shit again. Anyways, all that to say,
Don't call that child a bitch.
Don't call that child a bitch.
my girl,
Huh?
that child a bit. You crazy, you crazy, and you stupid. You
I like the way Preach says stupid with two O's, like stupid.
that shit today. You on that I'm on that bullshit today. He's on that bullshit.
Sorry,
No. You on that bullshit today.
You're right. So you're making the
man.
point.
What I'm saying is that, okay, she is dressing slutty.
Yeah.
I think slutty is just a thing.
Okay.
I think slutty is just a thing. Yeah, sure. But it's a bad thing. You should not want to dress like that. You should not want to be that way. You should not want to behave that way. It's not good for you. It's not good for the people you're in a relationship with. It's just not good overall.
Okay, I don't think it's an inherently bad thing.
It
Some
is.
people might think it's a bad thing because it's actually, the word is, in the definition, it's a bad thing. But anyways,
It's a behavior that is bad in the long run. Like, nobody who lives a life of hypergamy or a life of sluttiness, and I do mean no one, so men and women, none of them feel fulfilled. Like, look at Fresh and Fit, right? The moment something goes wrong, again! Like, immediately they start throwing shit around. Sorry, bottle, where are you? The bottle fucking ran away? Where the fuck did the bottle go? Oh, how the fuck? How did this bottle that I threw over there and bounced over there end up underneath my fucking thing, right? And I threw that because there's glass around here and I wanted to throw something that wouldn't break to exemplify how pathetic Fresh and Fit are. And they live slutty ass lives, right? Like they pay random women for it. It's like, no disrespect to the women who do it as a job, right? No disrespect to that, but like, if you're gonna talk shit about women who get paid for it and then you pay for it, you kinda bitch,
what is considered slutty to people is exactly that. You're going outside in lingerie and outside of a context of lingerie. To me,
Exactly.
my stance didn't change on that. It's like if you married someone that dresses like that, revealing, slutty, call it what do you want? I don't care. It's
slutty.
well, and then she didn't change. You did.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not gonna restrict my girl of doing whatever. I'm gonna tell her what's a no and what's a yes. What goes for me. I'm gonna tell her what I feel comfortable with and what I don't feel comfortable with. But I cannot make you wear something or not make you wear something. And after that, you still decide to go on knowing that I'm uncomfortable. It might change the dynamic of the relationship.
Exactly, right? It's about respect. If you say that you're uncomfortable with something, if you say you don't want to do something, if you say you don't like something, and then the person that you're with insists on continuing to do that, maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something there that might be a problem in the long term.
There might be some things that you keep on doing things that I'm uncomfortable with. What is going on? Maybe this thing is not working. Maybe our definition of comfort or maybe our definition of respect is really different. And it's okay. It's all right. It's nothing.
I don't feel like anybody's definition of respect is different. I feel like there are people who say that their definition of respect is different, except their version of respect is, I don't have to do anything you want me to do, but you have to do everything I want you to do. And at that point, that's not respect. That's just they don't respect you. That's it.
Against
Their definition of respect is the same as yours.
you is I don't think that we're fit. And I realize that within the confine of the relationship. And that's okay. I'm not going to go and tell her, yo, you can't wear this shit. I'm not that dude. That's not me.
Yeah.
But I could tell that person if I'm comfortable or not.
Yeah. Listen, some people might see the man's side of this and say that's a bit unreasonable or whatever. In my head, I don't even. You know what I'd be thinking sometimes?
Yeah, ABBA switched clothes. They switched clothes. I was like, hold on a second. This is two videos. This is a new video. These motherfuckers snuck two videos in one.
Why would y'all make this a big
Goofy.
problem? You know, to the point where someone's filming and posting on social media,
Yeah.
you're having like some larger scale argument. Like, you know, Halloween comes around, there are hundreds of costumes you can choose from.
It's kind of why I think that it's fake, because it really does feel manufactured.
Thousands, technically speaking. All the superheroes, all the made up stuff, you could go as a cardboard box and people digging it. Why
Yeah.
fight about this? You know? It's
I mean, it comes down to, like, the guy probably doesn't like her being dressed up like that.
one of those situations I'm just like, you know, if there's Comic-Con showing up and, you know, I wanted to go there in my thong and my girl's like, I ain't comfortable with you just having your junk out there. I'm like, okay, you know, there's other things to fight over. Right? I just let it go.
I mean, if it's an expression of self, right? You want to dress up as your favorite little blorbo for Comic-Con, and if your girl doesn't like that shit, like, yeah, it's kind of like not nice because she doesn't like you expressing yourself the way you want, but yeah, it's like I said, it's nuances and contexts. It's almost impossible for me to address all the nuances in the context when we're talking about a hypothetical relationship.
I guess in my head,
My boy Abba's single. My boy nobody loves. Nobody loves my boy. I'm sorry, Abba. Nobody wants him. Nobody.
see why a couple would fight over this. It seems
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a stupid reason or
No, it's not. It's not. It's absolutely not. It's
a
boundaries.
dumb hill to die on and be stubborn about, in my opinion. You know, if he said, no, I don't want you celebrating Halloween at all, I
That's fucking weird.
get it. It's like, hey, I just don't like it when you. And I also play, you know, slut's advocate. But when you meet somebody and you are one way, and then you get into a relationship, you get married, is it that crazy to expect the person to change at all? Doesn't all relationships over time in marriage change people? Like the way people might dress when they single is probably not how they gonna dress or necessarily when they married or whatever.
Listen, 100%. And the thing that
Yeah, it's like we talked about like really early. People change over time.
happened with marriage and things that sometimes, okay, y'all people are gonna grow, okay, and if you're lucky enough, and yeah, sometimes it's hard work, but sometimes it's luck. If you're lucky enough to grow in the same direction, great. If you're not, it is what it is, and that's the reason why I'm not gonna trip over that.
Yeah.
Even if I met you one way and you became something else, I'm not gonna trip. I'm not gonna make you do something or whatever. I'm gonna tell you what I'm comfortable with and what I'm not comfortable with, and we're gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna film it. I'm not gonna make a big fuss about it. I'm not gonna post it on social media. It's just this is to me. It's a conversation. I don't fight. I conversate.
Conversate. Converse. You converse. English, motherfucker. You like to fucking throw in Haitian dialect. I don't fucking know what the actual language is called, so sorry about that. But like, you like to start speaking French up in this bitch, no subtitle, but then you don't fucking speak English proper. It's converse.
Okay, I don't do that. I don't fight. I don't do the fighting thing.
What the fuck is Abba doing there? Like, what are you doing?
We talk. We pontificate.
Distracting
like
ass
you
bitch.
used to say back in the days. That's an
Pontificate.
old word. That's an old word. Anyways, but yeah, it is possible. It's not that crazy that people change over time.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, that's what you're expected. You're supposed to.
Also, just when you just hear language, someone says, "I'm uncomfortable. I don't care."
Yeah, yeah. If you don't care about your partner's comfort, what are you doing? What are we doing here?
It's kind of your job to care. But
Yeah, because like, here's the thing. She said, "You're uncomfortable. I don't care." The same people who would be happy hearing that shit would go insane if it was a guy saying that to a girl, right? "You're uncomfortable. I don't care." "You're uncomfortable that I go out with all these girls. I don't care." Bro, fuck out of here.
about what your partner thinks, right? Same way, if you had a grievance, I would hope that he would care. If he didn't, I feel like it's a bit dismissive.
Yes. A bit? You feel like it's a bit dismissive? No, it's entirely dismissive. It's I don't respect you. It's like, and this is something that I've heard said unironically from a girl to her future fucking husband, like fiance type shit. Looking him dead in the eye after he gives his opinion on something and just saying, "Mind your business." And this was not like some bullshit, like, right? This was about the relationship. This was about like their kids. Mind your business. That's his kid. That is his business. Like, I'm sorry. Any girl looks me dead in my fucking eyes and says something like, it was actually a Portuguese expression which roughly means, know your place, basically. Yeah, actually, that is what she said. She said, "Know your place," to her husband. It's like, I'm sorry, you say that to me, you're single the next second. It's like, know your place. You're absolutely right. You can find your own way home. I'm out. Gone. I'm done. Relationship over. You look me dead in the eye and you say, "Know your fucking place," to me in a relationship, unironically, as a means of telling me to shut the fuck up. You're single. Single. Single and lonely.
It's also interesting just hearing the way people talk to each other. Because I think it reveals about like a lot of underlying issues. Like, imagine you go to your girl with a grievance and she says, "I don't care." Isn't that a bit of a wild thing to say? Or is it just me?
I think there's levels to this thing. On top of that, I just want to add something on that. Is that you can care and not agree. You can care about what someone is saying and not change your position. That's what we call empathy, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. Understanding, being aware, being sensitive. So like, yeah, the "I don't care" is the crazy part. Like, you could say, "I get that, but I want to. I want to wear this." Like, that's okay. But the saying "I don't care" is a crazy fucking thing to say. And controversial thing. If you can look your loved one in the eye and tell them some bullshit like, "Know your place, mind your business, I don't care that you're uncomfortable," you don't love them. You don't like that person. You don't care about them. You don't. Because if you did, you would care. If you did, you wouldn't say that shit. Oh, stuff said in anger. You know something that's amazing that anybody can do? It's like, I don't want to keep this conversation going because we're both angry. We're going to say something we don't mean. Let's talk about this later. You're an adult. You're a fucking adult. Have the adult maturity to realize you're about to say something mean, something bad, something that will hurt. You know why? In the same way that you would not consider a domestic violent abuser to be a loving partner, if you take words and you use them as weapons against the person you love, you don't love them. You don't love them. Nothing hurts more than words. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever hurts more than words. Oh, sticks and stones may break my bones. Yeah, but words leave psychological wounds that never heal. And that's from a fucking cartoon. The cartoon knows that shit. How the fuck do you not? Right? Like, your father looking you dead in the eye and saying, I'm disappointed in you. I'm ashamed of the adult you've turned into. Like, that is something that will stay with you. Right? That will destroy you for years. Much more so than if he hits you in the face. Much more. In the same way, if your wife or your husband says the worst fucking thing to you, says know your fucking place, says mind your business when you're talking about things in the relationship, yeah, no, that person doesn't love you. That person doesn't care about you. Like, do not be with that person. Dump them.
Is that what it is? Or is this, that's the other word? Empathy and...
Empathy, I think, is like relating your
Empathy, and the opposite is apathy.
own experience to understand someone else's. Sympathy is like being on the
Oh, yeah, sympathy.
outside.
Sympathy.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much for that.
I think.
Whatever. One or the other, all right?
Yeah.
It's basically you...
Being sympathy is like, yeah, I'm on that person's side. By sympathy, empathy is just understand. I think there's some difference. Like, it doesn't really matter.
feeling for the other person. So
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
be
for
like, the person's telling you something, and you can be like, I understand what you're saying. I understand, I get it, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry you feel that way. And being sorry that you feel that way doesn't mean that you excuse yourself. Is that you feel some type of way about you feeling bad? I'm not excusing myself. I'm not saying that's not an apology. Saying you, so there's that level as well of things, and you can do all of those things without even changing your position.
Yeah.
But saying you don't care
Crazy work.
is taking all that shit and throw that shit in the trash for different reasons. It can be for different reasons, but there's levels to this shit.
Crazy fucking
When you're
work.
at the point where you don't care, some things happen.
Yeah.
Even saying you don't care when you're at the point, I think, is also wrong. Like, listen, what he said. You can feel whatever way you want to feel about whatever the person's saying. Saying you don't care, I don't think within the confines of a relationship is something that people should.
The moment you say you don't care, there is no more relationship. The relationship is dead. The relationship is dead. You can keep puppeteering around, you can keep fucking mimicking it, but it's dead. It's dead.
be saying to each other, in my opinion. Especially if you married. I feel like y'all took vows to care about what the other person thinks.
And there's really levels to this, you know. It depends on the dynamic of the thing, but
Sure.
not caring is really like
Yeah.
what I said. There's levels to this shit.
Yeah, I mean, there was a poll on the post and it said 96% said he was just setting boundaries, 4% said he was controlling. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, because he is setting a boundary. Like, he doesn't want her dressed a certain way, and she's being completely dismissive. Yeah, she's not respecting his boundary.
it seems like most people agree, but
I think that both can coexist. I think you could be setting boundaries, and your boundaries are fucking controlling.
Yeah.
But now in that scenario, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
it's
he's
more of a
not being controlling.
conversation. Looking for outside saying that he's controlling is really easy to say when we don't know what the dynamic is.
That is true.
It's just
That is also true. It's like I said, nuance and context. It's all that relationships are about. Nuance and context. If you don't have the nuance and the context, then you can't know for sure.
really a snippet. It's a snippet. She don't care, obviously, but I don't know what he said before. And so, like, man.
Yeah, it's like, right? Like, here's a situation that could have happened, right? We saw a minute. What about the 20 minutes prior, where he was just calling her names, calling her a whore, calling her a slut, calling her all sorts of awful things, and then he turns on the camera when she finally crashes out, right? Like that, nuance and context, right? We have neither.
yeah. And I mean, listen, lingerie is a lot to go outside of, but hey, boo-boo do you. Anything else?
I mean, are they in Miami? Because that's the norm.
I don't know where they are.
That's not the norm.
The way she's dressed indoors, they can't be in
I
Miami.
wouldn't know.
A girl looks homeless at home, want to walk outside in a fucking lingerie.
She want to change her
That, yeah.
life. She want to feel something.
Maybe.
She wants other people's validation is what she wants.
Want to be like, you know, get that Celine Dion on her. I'm alive. You know what I mean?
I wish the video was longer or had more context, but that's all we got. Anything else?
No.
All right, let's know what you think.
Yeah, overall, I think I made my thoughts clear throughout this video. We've already been talking 50 minutes. Turned a fucking less than 20-minute video into a 50-minute rant. But yeah, I think I've said my piece on this. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Cheers.